So, yeah, like I was saying, just how amazing it really is that we can have a relationship with Yahweh. I don't know if everybody might not be familiar with the name Yahweh. I'll just explain a little bit. When God sent Moses to free the children of Israel, Moses was making every excuse because he didn't want to do it. And one of the excuses that he tried was, okay, well, who am I going to say sent me? And God said, tell him, I am sent you, which in the Hebrew is Yahweh. So God's name, that his self-proclaimed name, I guess, the name that he gave himself, and he allows us to connect with him through, is Yahweh. So whenever we say Yahweh, if you ever hear me say Yahweh, that is God's own divine name that he has allowed us to connect with him through. So yeah, if I say Yahweh, I'm talking about the most excellent, awesome, powerful, eternal king over all existence. That's what I'm talking about if I say Yahweh, just so you know, and you know, like I was saying, it's awesome that God has given us the privilege to connect with him, to have a relationship with him, especially in light of all that it took in order for this relationship to exist. I would ask for a show of hands, but it would be pointless. The question is, raise your hand if you've ever done anything wrong. Of course, everybody has done something wrong. It's called sin. God hates it. And it says the wages of sin is death. Just death, separation. You know, physical death being your spirit separated from your body, spiritual death being your spirit separated from God. And that's what we all deserve. That's what everybody who has ever lived deserves. Romans 3:23 says, for all have sinned. We've all offended God. We've all fallen short of his perfect holy nature. So we all deserve to die and go to hell. But God didn't want that. So he did something really, really incredibly drastic. Something, the most significant event in all of creative history. And it is the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. God in the flesh came down as a human being. God, the creator of everything. We just talked about how big and awesome he is. Came down as a human being and was killed by those same human beings that he made. So this next track is called Given. And it's kind of, you know, you hear the story all the time, Jesus Christ died on the cross for my sins. You hear that all the time. But we kind of, I guess, sometimes, for me, maybe not y'all, but for me, sometimes I kind of look at that like, I look at that from my perspective, like, yeah, Jesus came to me to earth and died. But this song is to try to look at it from Christ's perspective, being eternally existent in heaven, to come down to this little polluted, sinful earth to die. That's where this song is coming from. So it's called Given, what God has given in order to have a relationship with us. You reign in the heavens for an eternity past. Enthroned with glory, you are perfect and unsurpassed. The angels adored you, they served as you asked. And in the Father's love, you eternally bask. Then with wisdom and strength, you made the earth, the grass, the seas, mountains, and stars, the universe so vast. Then with love and skill, you took dirt and crafted the human race, the end to your work at last. For one of your angels, that treasonous snake, he crept up in your garden, and Eden was changed. Enticed by lies and pride, evil and straight, and Adam too, from the forbidden tree they both ate. And I know your heart was hurt so bad, your beauty and goodness rejected like worthless trash. The ones you made in love turned from your path, inviting on ourselves only your perfect wrath. And at one point we've all been eager to hate our creator. We're guilty of choosing the evils of Satan. Your laws on how the world works, we see them as lame. Rejecting your love for death, disease, and pain. Insignificant humans ignore what the king has to say and rebel against the Almighty like we are so great. But instead of wiping us all out as our evil deeds should be paid, you made a plan where your love and peace is displayed. Peace with the ones who have spurned you and laughed. Love for the ones who have turned from the master. Grace on the ones who deserve to be smashed. A plan that gave you history's most burdensome task. You stepped down from heaven, choosing to be in this place. And you fixed heaven the flesh of a weak human frame. And you made yourself the servant of the people you hate. An ungrateful race of humans who stopped seeking your face. Though your love for us was pure, you were greeted with shame. You were used, rejected, hated, mocked, and beat like a slave. The giver life, healed and asleep in the grave. The struggle of people in need of your grace. My intent in writing this verse is to grasp the depth, the length, the height of your surplus of compassion. You gave your best, your life, your purpose to have a loving relationship with me, unworthy as I am. My Lord died for my sin, to clean my slate. How strong your desire for you and me to relate. You gave your life for mine, I'm by no means immature. And how do I respond to my Redeemer and Savior? Done for you. In order for you to have a relationship with him, how do you respond? Every day you live your life, even whether it's continuing to sin, whether it's continuing to not draw close to him, or if you pray and spend time in your word, whatever the case may be, how do you respond to the Redeemer and Savior, the one who died on the cross for your sin, the one who stepped out of heaven for the sole purpose of bringing you back to him because you deserve to die and go to hell? How are you going to respond? Every day of your life. How do you respond to it? Do you ignore it? Is it okay? Is it just something to talk about when you go to church? Or is this an everyday, how I live my life kind of thing?